Top of mind for dairy farmers in Wisconsin are always efficiency and their cattle's welfare. I'm Ben Jarbo with the Midwest Farm Report, and a company aims to improve both of those with cameras installed around the farm. Emily Skowronski, a sales development representative, and Katie Darnell, a customer success specialist with Cattle Care, explain the process of how the company works to make sure that your farm is run as well as possible.
So we are a video analytics company for dairy producers. We monitor employee performance in the parlor, and we also monitor animal welfare throughout the barns.
In addition to the work that we're doing in the parlor and then welfare-based across the farm, we also have a GPS feed push-up system to make sure that the cattle are keeping feed in front of them on a consistent basis.
And taking a look at watching the workers, what is that supposed to help? Is that supposed to help just efficiency of the farm and make sure everyone's actually doing their job? Or what exactly was the idea behind that?
Yeah, absolutely. So everybody kind of knows in this industry that consistency is what's important for the cows. So this is kind of one way that we could help bring that to these dairies, and they can really kind of see where their bottlenecks are happening in their procedure, and they can really, it helps with somatic cell, mastitis cases, employee morale. A lot of them really like this product because now it's giving them individual attention, so they're being rewarded for the good work that they're doing rather than being rewarded and punished as a group.
Well, and for this to work, how many cameras do you have on the farm? Is there a set number based off of how many cattle or how big of an area it is, or how does that work?
Yeah, so we kind of go based off size of parlor, and then honestly, we're still kind of trying to figure out how many cameras per cow we should have in the barns. But we typically use the existing cameras already, so whatever they have in place, we'll use. And then if we see opportunity for other areas, we will add cameras there as well.
And is this something where it's just the farmers are able to see it, or is there also someone else tracking it from Cattle Care to make sure everything's going smoothly?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do use AI for facial recognition, and it captures and builds those reports, but we do have a team of specialists that are monitoring AI to make sure that it is working properly, especially with our animal welfare videos. So Katie actually will watch those and make sure that there's nothing too outrageous happening, and if there is, they get an immediate text or alert, and then if it's real bad, she'll give them a call and say, hey, you guys need to check this out, and so that we can really be proactive, so that we can kind of mitigate any spotlights that might happen from those events.
Well, and through the time of having Cattle Care, what has been the most common issue that has been noticed that you've had to tell the farmers about for them to be able to fix?
So I think first and foremost, the most important things that we look for that can be a consistent issue is the animal welfare issues. Obviously, that's the first thing that we want to fix properly, train employees on the proper protocol, and then any type of disciplinary action if, once those proper protocols are in place. And then past that, I think it's just cleanliness and, routines quality in the parlor, making sure that the towel protocols are followed, and then make sure that there's no bacteria spread across the cows.
If there is anything that you notice that's kind of against regulations, do you go to government about that, or is it you just tell them they need to fix that and you try to help them out more so? Yeah,
so we don't absolutely do not go to any government regulations. This is all very closed-loop system. It's private. We don't sell any of the information to DHI, Dairy One, or anybody of that nature. We really want to keep the privacy for these dairies. So
it's really important for us to protect the privacy of each and every one of the producers that we work with. Security is a huge priority for us. So yeah, definitely no government agency involvement. We work directly with the managers or owners, and then piggybacking off of that, if we do have authority to do so, we can work with veterinarians and consultants, anybody that the owner sends us to share this information with. But yeah, definitely no government involvement.
Is there any other information that you'd like people to know about Cattle Care, whether it's how it's run or just how it's set up or anything in that area?
Yeah, so really, it's a really great risk management tool because, it's only a matter of time before all these other welfare activists start making their way throughout the country and really trying to put a spotlight on these dairymen, which they don't deserve that. They're already working hard enough to put food on the table for, the country. So we try to help mitigate that because it can be really stressful and we try to have their backs as much as we can, and that's what's awesome about our system is it's very flexible to what the dairyman wants and needs. So if there's anything that we aren't monitoring that they're interested in having monitored, we can typically make that happen, and the system is really customizable to that. So having that flexibility, I think, is also what really attracts the dairyman to our system as well.
Skowronski and Darnell also wanted to note that Cattle Care is not in it for the money. They just want to help the dairy industry as a whole. For the Midwest Farm Report, I'm Ben Jarbo.